Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Would you rather I
How,
call you like Ripple or William or Will?
oh, either either is fine.
Okay. Okay, I'll just
Yeah.
call you Ripple then.
Okay. Yeah. How'd the tournament games go?
Well, the good news is my games were okay. I went third and first in like the two easier games, where it's like me and then the weakest student seed. So that was
Mhm.
like good. It was like that way around. And then these two games that we're gonna review were like in the harder lobby, where it's me and the challenger coach. So
Yeah.
in that order, it felt like at least I had a bit more confidence going into the other games. The bad
Mhm.
news is like our team is last right now, so team morale is not that high, but
Oh,
we're just gonna like try our best and review all our games, and then the next 2 days the points are worth double. So if we lock in, we can definitely make up the difference.
yeah. There's like a comeback mechanic.
Yes,
That's
for
good.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for sending the VODs over. Yeah, let me just kind of go through them. I was just wondering for this like patch and I guess for this tournament, did you have any sort of like plan around what comps you want to play around?
Like the new patch.
Or I guess for like the ones in the VOD, so the older patch, but we can also talk about the newer patch.
Oh, like the
I guess maybe
games,
yesterday.
like the
Yeah,
games.
yesterday.
Yeah, I kind of had like four comps that I was most comfortable playing. So I kind of thought that since I don't do many tournaments, I felt I was going to be really nervous. It was better to try and like steer into one of the more comfortable comps than play super flexibly. So I think like the four comps would be the Marcia, Echo Reroll, Slayers, and Bilgewater.
Yeah, I mean, I think those are like kind of the best comps to play around. So that's a good set of comps, and I think in tournaments is good to have like a clear plan of what comps you want to play around, especially if you can't prepare yourself on all of them. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm just wanting to just know like how you go about selecting your lines. Um, cool. We can just go through this and then discuss as it goes. Then
Okay,
does that
perfect.
sound good? Yeah,
Yes.
and you can see the stream and stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Chat, is everything okay for you guys as well? They'll let me know. Yes. Okay, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, there's not much to talk about stage one. You kind of hold everything and just sell the drink, so it's fine. Um, then yeah, this is a pretty clear Slayer's opener because that's kind of all you have, and your components are pretty good for it. Um, so just going into like the augment selection, I'd say, do you have any like preference on what kind of augment you'd want right here?
In this spot, I'd probably want some sort of item augment, just because
Hmm.
with Slayers, there's so many units that you need to really put items on. And also, in my eyes, it was a decently okay opener with the Kiana too. Obviously, I didn't have any frontline, but I felt like, like a 3 item Kiana 2 would be a pretty strong early game
Okay.
carry.
Yeah, I think items are good in this comp, and your board is like okay, and that I mean it's mostly just Kiana too. You don't have
Yeah,
frontline, so
yeah,
I wouldn't I wouldn't expect like with an item that you can really fully streak the stage
yeah.
unless you found like the Blitz 2 or Cho'Gath or something like that. Um, so I would also think about if there's any like good econ augments, you can also just take that and then take an item augment later.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because your items are like good now, so it's not like you need to fix your items.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I would think that like since our board is like probably gonna just mid streak, like you'll probably beat people who aren't trying to win much, but you'll lose to people who are trying to streak. Then
Mm-hmm.
that's just something to be aware of. So I think here, like yeah, item grab bag and good for something is like not great because you kind of want to itemize like your melees. It's like I think it's like fine to take, and then item grab bag is like you might just miss and take an AP item, and
Mm-hmm.
augmented power I think made sense because like I looked through this like a little bit beforehand, so I know you take like augmented power.
Yeah.
I think it's fine here because it spikes a lot later, and Slayers can use a lot of strong augments later. And we are kind of planning for a spike later, so
So do you think it was a
And
mistake to level there?
yeah, so you can't really know unless you like scout your matchups. I mean, ideally, you only level when it really makes a difference, right? So we don't want
Mm-hmm.
to level and, like we win and lose the same amount of fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like I personally default a lot of times to like not leveling on 2-1 if I don't know if it's like gonna be impactful, because like if you lose the first round, then you can't make 10 the next round and
Mm-hmm.
you might lose again. So I don't even like check around to see if you think it's like strong to level here, right? Like
I see.
I feel like if
Mm-hmm.
you saw people who were as strong as Kiyun, like
Mm-hmm.
multiple people who were as strong as Kiyun, then I might not level because I don't think I can beat them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, maybe you could beat this person with better positioning. It's like close enough. I think like you didn't have enough time to, but like if you brought your Kiana back, right, then his Kiana would walk up, and then your Kiana can like walk up after her and then start hitting her first. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever you're playing around Kiana, I think you fix it later, but you should like put her in like probably the further back rows so that she can walk up and then get her line. You know?
And then is it like Blitz and Briar should probably be swapped?
Yeah, yeah. Usually you want the tank right next to your fighter if you can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so spine's really good here. You can do next turn, but I definitely like started putting in the Rek'Sai now because it means you get your Retailed like one turn sooner. And honestly, it's
Ah.
like is Rek'Sai with spines, like how close is Rek'Sai with spines to Vega with no traits? I feel like they're
Mm-hmm.
like pretty close. Um, also depending on the matchup, like you can probably get your Rek'Sai to like jump on their backline. But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I think just in general, whenever you see Void on like early stage 2, if you think you're playing a comp that can use Rift Herald, like you should see if you can like reasonably fit it onto your board, right? Like as soon as you can.
I see.
Yeah, so you're swapping here because you want to make like 10, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. Definitely need to make 10. Okay. Yeah, Cloak for Even Shot is good. Then I'll just skip through the rest of this. So like we end up getting like
A mixed streak.
yeah, mixed streak, which is like okay. I think like we go back to like 2-2. That's like the only turn where like you would have like been level 3 versus like level 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this person, I feel like without the Vago, you like might be able to beat because they're just carrying Sun and One. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I think getting like 3 wins is good, but we are like a little poor. Like we're making 20 here, but we're making 20 without being able to like really hold anything.
Yes. And then also, if I take augmented power up, it's like basically a non-augment. So I should be even less incentivized to level up, right? Because
Yeah, you like relative to anyone that takes an item augment or an augment that gives them units, like you'll probably be weaker, but we don't really know that until we scout, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I would feel concerned here because we are very poor. We only
Yes.
get 2 gold from Krugs, which is like kind of unlucky, but
Are you selling
yeah,
Rek'Sai here?
it's kind of like a it's kind of like a bet. Like if you hit Rek'Sai 2, then your stage 3 is really strong.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was really worried I was gonna be punished, but I think
Yeah,
maybe I should have.
yeah. But the thing is, if you sell them, then you're kind of stuck on like Kiana 2, which is like not that bad. I think either way, if you don't hit an econ augment, you're like kind of in a bad spot. So
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'd be just thinking mostly about getting an econ augment here. And then, yeah, I feel like this is like one of the main turning points of the game.
Right.
It's like what I was going to pick here.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you run me through your thoughts on why?
Yes. So definitely not win out because I'm not looking to go 9 anytime soon. And then I was kind of like really stuck here. I think like I wasn't thinking about the game in like this game itself, but just like usually when I play this comp, like usually I've like I don't know, I've never gone into stage 3 with like 20 gold, so I don't think I fully realized right now how poor I was. So I wasn't really thinking that hard that I needed the econ. So I was kind of more just weighing up which was the better combat for me, like for my stage 3. So I think that's why I skipped Tiniest Titans.
Okay. If you could go back, would you pick Tiny Titan?
Um I don't really like know when you're meant to take Tiniest Titans. I think like if I could go back, it probably knowing like the augments I got offered on 4-2, I could take it.
Okay. How about yeah, so let's just assume we don't know what augments we're gonna get on forward to. But we do know our state over board and our state of our econ, right?
Mm-hmm.
So um econ wise, we are like extremely poor.
Yes.
We will not have enough money to level on forward 2.
Yes.
Best case scenario, you hit reinforcement or 3s on 4-2, and
Mm-hmm.
outside of that, then you're kind of doomed.
Mm-hmm.
I think. And state of our board is not very strong. I mean, we have 3 Kiana and then a bunch of 1-stars.
Yeah.
So I would say like with any combat or item augment here, like you have the TGs,
Mm-hmm.
we probably still lose because we're at 1-stars.
Yes.
And we can't even really like level to 6, right?
Yes.
So like whatever combat or item augment we take here, it's not really gonna help us for this stage. It's gonna help us maybe later if we hit our board somehow.
Mm-hmm. So I need to like definitely take econ because of the state of my board.
You definitely need to take econ because you for sure need an econ augment this game.
Yes.
And you don't want to bank on like hitting the perfect one of 4-2.
Uh-huh.
And also taking item or combat here is just not very
helpful.
Useful for you.
Because I don't have like anything on the board to empower.
Yeah.
I see.
And also Tiny Titan is actually like a honestly pretty good econ augment, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. It gives a lot of gold. Like 2 gold per round with 15 gold now. It'll also help you make up your econ intervals, which like if you level to 6 here, like you lose a lot of econ intervals, right?
Mm-hmm. So if I had taken Tiniest Titan, I would have been able to go 6 on 3-2, and then like I could just like full commit to the lose streak and then preserve some more health, and then try to like just come back much stronger on stage 4.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly like no matter what augment you pick, that's kind of what's going on here anyway.
Yes.
I don't think we're win streaking, so Tiny Titan is gonna let us spike more later, and like we don't get to take in combat now or an item augment now, but we just get one on 4-2 now, right? Like, we're not gonna be restricted to only taking reinforcement or whatever on 4-2.
I see.
So, I think like I understand that Time but Deadly is like you think it's like one of the probably best combat augments for this comp, but I mean you just can't take it now. We just kind of have to hope we get something equivalent to it later.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah. And yeah. And you can still win some fights. I mean, I think like this fight you can probably win without Tiny but Deadly because you get the wrap. So. And you should just be focusing on like killing units and trying to take like decent losses. So if you like do feel like you're weak, then like say for this person, like try to focus on getting your Kiana on the left side instead of the right side. So yeah, you can save like 2 HP. And if you do that like a lot of rounds, then it'll add up over time, right?
So just positioning mindfully every single fight.
Yeah, if you can. Like if there's nothing else going, like you're not rolling, right? Or you're not making items, so you might as well try to be scouting and positioning and getting like a relative view of the lobby, right? Like I think something important in this game for you was that Kyun was playing the same comp, but his spot was way better.
Yes.
So you're probably not gonna be able to hit GP3 like because you don't have builds and he does.
Yes.
And you're gonna have to like if you run into him later, then you might lose to him. Yeah. Also, I think let's see on carousel. What do you take? You have open chain and take a sword. Yeah, I think that's okay. So if But you make a Edge of Knight here, right?
Yeah.
And like you don't plan to put Edge of Knight on your Belva, do you?
No.
This is like for your duo carry.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, like maybe Ambessa or Gangplank can hold it. Yeah, it was more like
Yeah.
I felt like I needed to slam to like at least start killing something.
Yeah. I mean, how impactful do you think Edge of Knight Gangplank is? Like how much more
Like a
power,
one
power do you-
star. Very minuscule, very minuscule.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a very big impact. But also, I think this will make a problem for your item economy, right?
Right.
So right now we have 2 Belbuff items on Kiana and 1 tank item.
Mm-hmm.
And I think from Wolves, you usually expect like 3 to 4 components or
Mm-hmm.
something. So you probably make your 3rd Belbuff item, and then you have enough to make like half or 1 more tank item or 1 more duo carry item. Pretty much, if you make Edge of Knight here, and you get your like whatever 3rd item for Belbuff, you'll pretty much have a duo carry that has 2 items or a tank that has 2 items, and then your other person has 1 item.
Right.
So that's like not a very good distribution, right? We expect to probably just have like 5 to 6 completed items by 4-2 without any item augments. So yeah, so because we haven't taken item augments, we know that like distribution wise, we probably can't itemize 3 units very well.
Right.
And you
I
can
see.
like make up for that by, and also we can't afford to take an item augment from this spot because we need econ to hit our board. So our items are gonna like making this Edge of Knight pretty much items gonna end up weird. I think if you held this sword and like there might be an argument to like slam it if you thought it made like a big difference to your fights, but I don't think it does here. But if we held this sword, then it could just become our last Belbuff item, and then the chain can become just items for our Rift Herald, and then maybe we'll come out with like 3 item Rift Herald, 3 item Belbuff. And that's probably better than like 1 item Rift Herald, 2 item Mbessa, especially if we can't hit Mbessa 2 or something.
I see. So it's like thinking about item economy, like I already have 2 Belbuff items and then the Edge of Night would never go on her anyway, so why make it right now? Because I'm like not in the luxury of having additional items for other people.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Exactly. And if you took an item augment earlier, then you'd be more okay with slamming it because you know that you'll have enough items. But especially because we didn't take one earlier and we can't take one in the future, then yeah, we can't do that. So like just here, like imagine you didn't make Edge of Knight, and we had the sword and the chain, then we could do like Gunblade plus Steadfast plus Vow, and then we just have like 3 item.
I see.
Here we don't have a 3rd Belbuff item here.
Yeah.
And another thing to consider is like yeah, the sword is nice because it does help like get rid of the rod, which is usually a hard component to deal with in this comp. Rod usually becomes like Rage Blade or Gunblade, and that's mainly it. Kind of like okay, but yeah.
So like at my spot, like I'm 4-1 right now. Like, do you think this is still comebackable? Like, what would you think my AVP would be like just looking at this state right now?
Not very good.
Yeah. It's because of how I played the early game. Like, what would be my highest placement, do you think? Even if I played perfectly from here?
I mean, I could see you coming back from here to a 4th if you can't find your way to hit the board, right? Then you can come back. But our problem is right now we don't have the money to hit the board.
Yeah.
Like if you pretty much, I think if you 4-2 here, you can't do anything. So you're gonna be forced to 4-5 on 2 lives probably. And like maybe if you're like doing like really diligent about your positioning, maybe you can scam around or at least kill a bunch of units from 4-1 to 4-3.
Right.
And then you hope to hit on 4-5 and then kind of win out from there because you do have like tiny Badelli. And like you'll hopefully by 4-5 you can like complete a better item for your build up. And yeah. So maybe you can top 4 from there, but also depends on what everyone else is doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the econ scenario that you don't really want to be in, where it's like pretty much if you don't have an econ augment, you have to 4-5, but you're low HP.
Yes.
then yeah. Yeah, so this is for example, like the combats that we could have taken if we took Tiniest Titan earlier.
Mm-hmm. What kind of
Um,
health would I be at right now if I had taken Tiniest Titan?
Let's give you 2 HP immediately. I mean, they give you like 3-3, you get 2, 3-5, 3-6, and 4-2, so you get +8.
+8.
So you get like 47, and also you'd be up like 20,
Yes.
25 gold or something.
Like, do you think it would have been enough to fall to it?
I think so. If you could afford to it and you had better items, like you'd probably end up like you might be on 1 stars for a bit, but I mean you could like your board would be stronger with like bronze for life.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
And yeah. I think that's what you probably afford to it, yeah.
I see.
Yeah. From here, I mean
So do you think I shouldn't
guys.
have fortued it with Money Monsoon? Should I hold the line and just like try to 4-5?
It's a good question. I'm trying to figure it out because this is not a very
Standard game.
I mean, if you 4-2 here, I mean, even with Money Monsoon, what we get 6 gold now or 7 gold now and 7 gold next turn. And 4-2 here pretty much makes us go down to like 10 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably still not enough to like hit any 2-star for cost.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you get the Scion too, which is nice. But yeah, you could consider 4-5ing. This spot's still not good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like it's like even if we level here, we probably don't win more rounds than we did previously.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah, I think Money Monsoon is probably one of the worst things you could see here in terms of econ. Like you prefer like invested or
Like upfront money, yeah.
That gives you more immediate money. Yeah, but this is like you need to survive longer to actually make this argument good, but not really surviving. I mean, it's not like you had a choice. But,
Mm-hmm.
so now you're just like donkeying and praying, but like there's not really much you can do from here. I think it's like up until like 4-2 was like where most of like the impactful decisions could have happened, but now it's like
yeah.
not do that much.
So I need to recognize like on 4-2 that I'm basically I can't like salvage the game that much, so I just have to like pray that I'm going to somehow hit all my units on the roll down on 4-5 and then come back from that. There's no point trying to like salvage and go 4-2.
Yeah, I mean, so first to salvage a round is that salvage the game is like you try to figure out the rounds that you can still win, right?
Right.
Like there's only so many rounds that we have left in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to try our best to win the rounds that we can. So I think that'd probably be like 4-5 and 4-6 if we had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were on, maybe if you saved up and you were on 2 starts here, and like if you were positioned on the left side, then you'd probably be the person there like Sona 1 carry or Sona 2 carry.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but it really gives you like very low breathing room, and also just people who were in better spots like Hyun, like you hit your board anyway, but like it's like too late, right?
Yeah, it's just too late.
You just don't have enough HP to do this. And you can see like Hyun's arguments, like he took the Econ 3-2 into item/combat 4-2.
Yes.
And now you get to have like more reward, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically the game went wrong on 3-2.
Yeah, I think that's the main point.
Mm-hmm. I think like that is like really helpful because I would never even like consider Chinese Titans. So like, but when you explain, how that impacted the game so much, it makes a lot more sense. Because like in my mind, I was like, if I'm augmented power up and then I get a +1 prismatic over everyone else, I was like, then surely the combat ones would be so much better. Because like taking the econ ones, it just felt like to me like less value. But like obviously it's not about that. It's about what I needed for my spot to actually have a real game.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like prismatic combat augments are good, but I mean prismatic econ augments are also good, right? Like Tiny Sign is versus prismatic econ augment, and
Mm-hmm.
like econ always gets converted into power for combat when you roll down and like
Mm.
theoretically hit more units than the other person. Like Tiny Sign lets you have more gold to like hit a hit a higher value board, hopefully. And also
Mm-hmm.
like lets you survive longer. Like the longer you survive through the game, you get more golden HP, and you can get to level 9, where like people who don't have a prismatic econ augment like probably can't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So um,
So
yeah,
in the scenario, if like say I went into stage 3 where I had Bilgewater in and I managed to get the GP quite early. I still had like the Kiana, 3 item GP and like a stable stage 3. It would be fine to take the combat there because I would get the econ from Bilge and I would be planning on winning more fights.
yeah. I think if you saw yourself able to win more fights with the combat, like your board was strong enough that make a difference, then yeah, I think it'd be
I
fair.
see.
But if it was still like a pretty unupgraded board and you think you lose anyway, there's probably still an argument for Tanya's Titan.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It really just depends on the state of the lobby and stuff.
Yeah, I
And
think that makes sense. I think because like um in my solo queue games, I'm used to the tempo being a lot slower, so the stage 3 boards were just like a lot stronger than I'm used to, so I was losing fights by a lot more. So I ended up being
yeah,
a lot weaker than
yeah,
I mean less health than I thought I would have.
that makes sense. Yeah, I think like the best way to go about that is probably just like trying to scout more to see how strong people are, and
Mhm.
especially in like a team environment, you want to understand like in like the team tournament, you want to see how good like the opposing team spot is, right? Especially
Mhm.
if they're like contesting you. So
Mhm.
I try to do that. But yeah, and I think the other like major thing in the game was probably the Edge of Night Slam, because that
Yes.
kind of like makes your so even if you like did hit on 4-2, your items are still like in an awkward spot.
Yes. I only have like 2 tank items and then I don't have a real third Belveth item and then I have like 2 for ambassador. Yeah, it's like it's not 3 and 3.
Yeah, so try to like imagine ahead of time like what your items should look like later, and that'll help
Mhm.
inform your stance better.
I see. I see. And then like the final board I made, do you think it was like if I had been a lot healthier, it was like an acceptable board? Like
Uh, yeah, I think this is a good board. I mean, you're running for Void of Carapace. You can't play around GP because you don't have build, so you have to play around just like the better units like Embessa, Giovanna, Retail. Yeah, this looks fine to me.
okay, because I actually never played the full void version. Because usually I just have the build water, so I was like also a bit lost there because I was not sure.
Oh yeah, I think usually, I mean, you don't get to play this that often because you also need to have like Retail to make it fit.
Yes.
So yeah, and if you're playing build, you'd be playing like usually allow you. So, but
Yes.
um, yeah, I think this board's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. You have any other questions about this game, or we can go to the next one?
Happy to go to the next one. This was really helpful though.
Cool. Um, okay, set 257. So this game is like Econ Ionia.
Yes.
Yeah, looking at the opener, it's like a little weird right now because if you don't get dropped a bow here or a tank item, it's kind of weird to play around because you have this like blitz too.
Yeah. Like
But
if I'm tier rod, what kind of unit should I be holding? Like I'm holding on to the solar in cases like some Demacia, but I'm like not that confident in the AP openers.
yeah, I think it's AP over is definitely like, I mean, if you don't have the Nemasians, it's like not as good, or like
Mm-hmm.
maybe you don't have like Style Wonk. Yeah, I think the main AP line you want to play is Demacia.
Mm-hmm.
You can, if you wanted to, unlock Poppy here, and you'd have like Blitz 2, Poppy, Sona, some Zhao as your opener. It's like not bad.
Ah, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing you can consider. but you still be carrying a zone at 1. So
Right, I see. Wait, I didn't even see the angle. Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you ever have a Poppy or a Demacia or a Yordle, and you have like Blitz 2, then
Mm-hmm.
you can spawn in a free jug. So okay. Yeah, looking at our opener, it's like you're kind of like split between like the 2 openers, so it's not great. And item wise, I mean, it's more AP laning for sure,
Yes.
but we have a AD carry. So I mean, this spot's just like kind of awkward. I think like ideally, what you'd want here, or what do you think you'd want here? If you could pick what augment you want.
An econ augment.
Okay. Why?
I would want to go econ here because in my mind there's nothing that I can slam.
Okay.
And I would want to maybe like sack this stage and then try and build a stronger board going into stage 3.
Mm-hmm. And your plan would be to play into Ionia, or I mean, it depends on your first shop, I guess. Also,
I think like when I get like these type of openers where the units don't match the items, and then like I also have the blitz too, but it's also by itself. I feel like I'll try and take some econ, and then the game will figure itself out, and then stage 3 I'll have a plan. So actually like no plan. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you probably just need to wait to see a couple of shops that lean you towards one way or the other. Like if you get Shens or you get Sonas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with taking Econ would be a good way to kind of wait around that.
Okay.
So with that, does 2-trick count as an Econ?
Yes. Well, I know we're gonna go through the openers later. So like 2-trick was put on the list of maybe banned augments for me because I like.
Why is it banned?
Well, I've taken 2-trick too many times and then not streaked with it. That is I think I just don't know how to play around it correctly because I get too locked into like one of the 2 units that I get, and then like I don't play flexibly enough to like actually win streak from it. So that's why actually for me I immediately ticked it off the list.
Okay. That makes sense. I think if you don't streak with 2-trick, it feels kind of bad. But like, I think foundationally 2-trick is an econ augment because it gives you, gold. So
Gold and units, yeah.
In the gold, right? Like, and on the like high roll side, you'll get like some unit that can probably use like JG, some AP unit like Sona, like I don't know, like Timo or something like that.
Or like a TF.
Or like an Echo or a TF. Yeah. So there's like good things that could happen. It is kind of random, but like worst case, you just kind of sit and make econ anyway, right? But then go from there. So yeah, it's definitely like feels bad to take sometimes. Like I would put it like on my like lower end of econ augments, but I feel like if you tell yourself like I would need an econ augment here, or like depending on how much you need it, like you should definitely consider it, right? Because econ is still econ.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like in this game, since it is gold Ionia, like the Dark and Bow line is like more arguable because we'll make the money back if you're strong enough. But it is weird where we have to like sack early to play it because we can't make
slam
items. Yeah, and also if we don't natural the Gen 2, then like our spot gets kind of hard.
Very cooked.
Because like we can't make money until our board's strong, right? So this is like similar to 2-trick where you might not hit the right units. Like this could also be risky. You're just kind of depending on one or the other. Like Patient Study is also a purely good econ augment. I feel like this one's better than 2-trick if you just want econ. So
and then
you could take Patient Study and then hope for an item augment later.
And then I rolled Advanced Loan because every single time I've taken Advanced Loan, it's always been Prismatic. I'm not even joking. Yeah. So I've like been burned by it so many times that I refused to take that one as well. But I did hear like 2-1 is probably like the better time to take it. Versus, like,
it only gives you a bigger advantage on 2-1 than 3-2 because you get so many more econ breakpoints. But I think it's probably best if you can take it and actually like do something with it that generates more value. So if a lot of people like to take it with like builds early because you can push levels, and then the build kind of just generates back the value that you lose in the next augment.
Right.
If your Ionia board was stronger, then you could take advanced loan and maybe just like push level 5 next turn, and then just try to be really strong and streak.
And then get the money
it's
back
like,
from Ionia.
yeah, and then you wouldn't feel as bad about missing an augment. I mean, prismatic augment is really kind of hard to make up the gap from, but that's usually what you want to try for if you have the opportunity.
So if you were playing this opener, would you have rolled 2 and 3?
I definitely rolled 3 first. And
Okay.
then I'd probably think about 1 and 2, like maybe check how many other Ionia players there are. I feel like on Gold Ionia, like sometimes like a
Quite
lot of people
contested.
would play Gold Ionia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be risky to take 2 and be lower tempo than other Ionia players.
Right.
More gold than you. And then yeah, I might take 2 and try to hope to get like AP units, or just kind of play the same way and see which way my shops go.
Right.
But okay, both of them don't feel good. I'll say that. Like I don't like either. Either.
Oh, it's not like neither of them are insta click, kind of.
Yeah. I definitely think about it and not feel great about either.
Okay, so actually for me to take the Darking Bow was actually like quite risky because I didn't check how many other people go in Ionia, and it was gold Ionia, and I had no slam, so it kind of like worked out somewhat in the early game, but it could have been like really bad if I had then scouted and there was like 3 others and they all had Ragebait, Kraken, Jin too.
Yeah, I think you should definitely scout before picking, before committing to Ionia from like a not great spot. Yeah, I might just pick like Patient Study. So I think Patient Study is something a lot next week. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good here. You're trying to stack for your bow, so I think you try to just like look for positioning so you can get takedowns if you can. You got our bow. I think it's like so similar to Bilge, like with Gold Ionia, right? Like tempo and HP is more money.
Yes.
If you think like if you scout around here and you think leveling for Aphelios will kill you more units to make more money, then it makes up the econ that you lose by leveling, right? So yeah, I would look around that. I think you're rich enough like on 2-5. Like usually you do not have 20 gold by 2-5, so like you can't consider leveling here for Aphelios, and he can make your money back maybe.
Right. Yeah, I think that's one thing actually I really noticed playing these games. Like this is probably a level diff. And like I think I'm always leveling a bit too slowly. So
yeah, I think in the previous game we actually like leveled more quickly. I mean, we were poor, but this game we're like richer, leveling more slowly. So.
You know, I like because I think I have it the wrong way around. I'm like, oh, I think my board is like pretty decent, like Shen 2, Jin 2, like it's fine, like I'll win. So like I don't level, but it's like obviously the wrong mindset.
Yeah, like your board's pretty good, so might as well make it better, right? And
yeah.
also your board generates. Yeah.
I think it's like greediness, you know.
Yeah, because you want to make the econ, but like you know, like I mean, winning also makes econ. So
yes.
If you can win, like you'll get the money too. Yeah. So I mean, maybe that'll help inform you better if you could like scout the boards and see like, oh, are these fights like Aphelios diff or not? If they're not Aphelios diff, then you can argue not leveling. Like this board's like 5 Demacia. Like I think Aphelios would like do pretty help you a lot against 5 Demacia, right?
Yes.
Yeah, more. So if I do that, then these boards, I mean, this person's kind of strong, and then Rosa is also kind of strong. So, not exactly sure if Aphelios beats this, but definitely at least kill the Shogun.
Yes.
And yeah, and also if it's like a kind of net neutral in terms of gold, like leveling at least saves you HP, right?
Yes. I think like that's what I really noticed as well. Like I'm just like I bleed so much more HP as well, and it's probably all connected to the same thing of, you know, pushing the tempo a bit more.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm terrifying. Just got dropped the vow. think mess hall here is good. We already have item augments. Our recon's good, so combat's good. Mess hall's like the best one. And yeah, I feel like playing Leona versus the other affiliates here is probably like scouting, so you need more like frontline or healing. Or you
Okay.
need like the shred. I don't think you really need the shred against these matchups. They're not really running like tanky frontline. Or like armor MR frontline. So you can probably play the Leona. Okay, here yeah, option finishing our IE or taking Yunara. I think taking Yunara is fine.
Okay. Like, what would you have prioed?
I mean, IE is like really nice. I
Yes.
think like it's honestly okay. It depends on. Do you know how contested you were this game?
Just one weight.
One weight. Because IE would make you a lot stronger now, probably. And
Yes.
Gen 2 is like pretty good. And if you're only contested one way, then like you can probably reliably hit Yunara later. And I think like here you get the Yunara, but you're not even like itemizing her, right? So like
yeah, would you always swap the items here? I was like not sure because I didn't have a quick striker to put in, and it was just like it's gonna be no Yunara.
Yeah, with no IE and no quick striker, I think Gen 2 might be better. I'm not 100% sure, but I know some people think Gen 2 is better. And if that is the case, then maybe we're supposed to take IE. But I mean this also means that you're closer to Yunara too. So like I don't hate it. Right? And you get to make you still get to make a good slam here. Like this is just a good slam. So I don't think it's that bad. Okay. I think this is an interesting spot for items. Rod Reforge is good. You can't use Rod. I think this is like one of the main
turning points
of the game is like what to make here. Yeah. What do you think you can make here?
So I thought I would save the cloak for a third front line, make the last whisper, and then save the last glove for IE. That was like my thought process.
You see any other options?
Well, I guess like the cloak could also be even shroud. I was definitely not thinking about Kraken at all because we basically already have the 3 items that I want for Yunara. Yeah. So I was definitely thinking of how to make shred.
Yeah.
I mean Cinder.
Yeah, I think this is like a low overbridge spot because like we can't make all items that we want. If you make LW here, you're floating 2 components, which is like
not good,
not ideal. And we'd want to like spike here to like. I mean, this is like stage 4 is our turn to be strong, right? Because we're rolling for Yunara and Wukong, and we get the set. And like something that I would see is like you also have the opportunity to make TG for sets. I feel like TG is like set's best item because you can use a lot of different items, right? And we're guaranteed to get a set. And also like item economy wise, like we're not expected to be able to make like normal set, like real set items, like JG stuff like that, right?
Yes.
So TG would definitely like do really well for him, but it does kill our IE. So I think like here, what you'd really want here is probably like item grab bag, like
right,
and that gives you or like duo Q, something that can like fix your components.
So to sit for 1.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable to sit 1 and see what happens. Because if we can get an augment that gives us like sword plus like belt or something, then that'd be like really good. And set you up really well. Otherwise, you have to make the trade-off of like, and depending on how strong you want to be, like I would think like, yes, IE is worse, but if I feel like winning these 3 rounds, then Kraken TG is definitely the strongest thing I can make.
And then you would just figure out a way to make the IE later, or are you still making a third tank item next?
You probably want to make like tank item next, which is probably even shroud.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, yeah, we don't have our Abyss then, but it's like it's the sum of TG set plus like three
Three
okay
item.
items on Yunara and 3 items on our
Mm,
tank, better than LW Yunara tank item, then like kind of. I guess we'll
looting.
move our LW to like Kindred or something, right? And then have IU Yunara.
Mm-hmm.
But we won't have items for our set. So
Which is like actually like one of the worst things that happened this game. Yeah.
oh, yeah. And yeah, and also like just taking into account like what rounds you want to win. Like the stage 4 rounds are really important, right? Like if
Yes.
you can win those, then even if your items are worse later, like I think we're gonna come out with more HP. So
Yes.
yeah, at least
So
beat the rounds.
would you like you'd make the TG, put it like on the Scion, make the Kraken on the Jin, and then
Um, I think I would wait one to get like an
okay.
item component
Mm-hmm.
augment. Then if I don't, I'd probably do that. But
I see.
yeah, because I don't really like. I feel like LW Yunara is like not very good either. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So we don't get a component augment here.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate. You can flip one more to see if you get it, but yeah, none of those count. So yeah, I'd probably do the TG thing, but it's hard. It's like unlucky we don't have a sword here.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you want to have a sword by now, so it's like a awkward spot for sure.
What do you think of the augment? Like, do you think I should have just gone combat?
So looking at our gold after we level, we have 30 gold on Yunara. I guess we have 2 now. I think definitely like on this roll down, like you could use an econ augment to hit your thing, and also looking at your augments
I was
like
already
states.
double, yeah.
You already have item and combat, so econ here is fine. And of course, like econ makes more econ playing this comp, like similar build. So yeah, I think max build is fine here. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like looking at our other augments, like makeshift and tons are not that great. Last seconds, not bad. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Forge is probably not something you want to take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'd be down to take max build.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not taking Earth. Yeah, only consideration is like maybe last second save, but I think we're not rich enough to like want to do that.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Because I was
and
worried
if you
that.
like, oh yeah, go on.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Oh yeah, and if like with max build, if we do make it to like 6-1, then it's definitely really good. So if we can
Mm-hmm.
spike here and make it there, then yeah. What were we worried about?
I was worried that I because I ended up not winning as many fights as I thought I would on stage 4 and early stage 5. So I was worried that actually in that spot I was probably meant to go triple combat, but okay, so like it was right because I didn't have that much gold.
Yeah, I mean we can watch your fights and see like. The thing is, like, if you don't take max build here, I expect you to be playing the stage with like 1 stars mostly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's probably 1 star versus 2 stars is probably a bigger difference than combat or not. Right? Like, look at like we hit a lot of these units in the last like what you
Yes.
5 rolls. So the last 5 rolls. Oh, this fight's very close.
I might just on the wrong side, like my Yunara on the other side to kill more.
Yeah, we're on the wrong side, and probably want to switch items to. I think Wukong 1 is better than Shen 2 for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong side again.
I mean, it's really close. But yeah, like this is literally like like TG plus
Kraken
wins this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. And then like I'm already like +2 lives at this point. Like it felt really bad rolling down and then losing 4-2, 4-3.
Yeah, and like even about the set 2, like I know you hit set 2 for you, but I'm pretty sure even like TG on the set 1 like would probably.
Exactly. Yeah. So I naturaled one more set, and then actually I wanted to say because like I think I sell a Taric to buy the second set, and then I insta dupe.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I sell the Swain pair to buy it. Like, should I just sit like on 52? Because I think it like comes back to bite me. I don't hit any frontline upgrades, and then I start bleeding out. Like, is there any need to like sell and dupe on 4-3, 52 health?
I mean, I think you want to use this dupe as soon as you think it's
yes
like reasonable to, right? Like the longer you hold it to greed your pairs, like versus and like I guess on this round it's like feels less impactful because you don't have items for the sets. But I mean, I'd probably like just try to dupe the set and get my TG off the carousel to get to the set.
So you go TG here, right?
Yeah, because like I mean, set 2 is just gonna be way stronger than having like any completed item on our other dudes, right? And like with the item like economy state, like we kind of do need DG on set still because we can't make him like we don't have enough components to make him like JG guard BT.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, maybe you hold for a round to see if you can get the TG off the carousel. If you can't, like you can consider not duping him. But this is definitely like the best dupe you can do.
Okay.
For the game, right? Assuming that you can probably just hit and Wukong anyway.
Well, that's what I thought. Like, I'm double paired, only one way contested. The contester, like, didn't hit much. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, this is your contester, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can probably like if you do the set here and you just stand 8 for Wukong 2, Yunara 2, then that's like perfectly fine. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Because like in my mind, hitting the set 2, I thought like I'm good to go 9. That's not correct.
I mean, I feel like these are very big. Like if you win anyway, then
I could consider it.
I'm sure you can sit to 9. But I feel like on 9, like your biggest spikes after hitting set is still Wukong 2, Yunara 2, right?
Yes.
Like if we go 9, like we're still hoping on 9 to hit Wukong 2, Yunara 2 before anything else.
Yes. So then just roll on 8 because we already have our 2-star 5 costs.
Yeah, I mean you can like see if you can econ up if you think you're stable enough, and then see if you natural it. But like also from this like econ state, like we probably can't go low 9 until like once you get dropped a lot of gold on neutrals, like might not be able to 9 till 5-5, and that's like really far away, right?
Yeah.
We're not making econ right now. So like those are your states in the game, and how many rounds, like important rounds we have left. Like I would think we really want to win like the 4-5, 4-6, 5-1, 5-2 and stuff. So but we probably don't want to sack those rounds to go to 9, especially because like once you get to 9, one of the main things you want is a set 2, but we already have that.
Yeah.
So I think it really comes back to really like knowing how strong you are relative to the lobby, but also recognizing what rounds you want to win and what's the best thing, like the best spike to your board, right? And how accessible that is. And I think the next best spike we have is really accessible on the late. So yeah.
So just keep rolling.
Yeah, I mean you can like hold a bit maybe. Like I like if you get TG here and you're strong enough to win, like I could see holding to 5-1 to roll again or seeing you natural it to roll. But it's definitely not bad here to roll, I think. Especially if it makes a difference in the fights, then you get the money back. So
yes.
And like again, if we can make it to like 6-1 with max build, then that's really good. And we need to win fights to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just because you're so close. I think like other times, like there's other situations where you're like Wukong 2, 1 copy of Yunara.
Yeah.
And it's harder to find Yunara 2, right? Then that's maybe a situation where you consider going 9 instead.
I see.
But now because we're like double paired, then the value of rolling on 8 is a lot higher.
I went sword.
Yeah. I would rather have 2 items for my set than
yeah, okay. Yeah, that's my bad. Like, so this is like probably another big turning point, right? Like the thing is, like, it's like a knock-on effect again of like me misdoing my items earlier on. It's like if I had done the TG Kraken earlier on, then I wouldn't have gone sword here because I would have just looked for my final tank item because I'd already have a TG on my set and I'd already have 3-item Yunara, and then I could even still go glove and like have it like be half a steadfast or half an IE, like depending on the drop. So like I can see how like this like made multiple issues later down the line.
Yeah, and I mean this does give you a chance to make it up. I think like you can make TG here, and near spot would be fine probably.
Yeah, because now I have my Callista 1 holding my Last Whisper.
Yeah.
And a naked set.
Yeah.
It like didn't feel good to me. But then like I was just like I have the Darkin Bow and Mess Hall that are like both Giga Yunara augments. Like she needs to have her best item. Like that was my thought process.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I understand that, like wanting the best for the unit, but
But like
yeah, I
I
think it's
need
about
to.
like evaluating the total strength of your board that you're picking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and then here it's just, I mean, what can you make here? It's like
What is
you make
best?
I mean, I perhaps start making real set items, so it'd probably be like the sword probably wants to be a BT, and you turn the belt into like Warmogs or Visage.
Okay.
I think that's what I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I like got flamed so hard by my chat for making a bloodthirster.
I mean, it's not ideal.
But like of these options, like what else?
Of these options, like what else can you make for your
like
set?
I gotta make him
I don't know.
something.
Yeah, you need something. If your chat knows a better item here to make, please let me know. I don't know a better item to make, but yeah. Also, I didn't comment on that before, but do make sure that you're trying to position your set to
Yes.
early. Yeah.
I'm like AFK positioning wise, right?
Yeah.
But I need him to be on the same side as their carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like going into like 5-1, I thought like I was pretty stable. And then I just started losing. And then I was like,
well,
where did the game go wrong?
Okay, so I mean, ideally you know beforehand if you're gonna lose or not. So if you knew that you were gonna lose on this board, like you would roll, right?
You would just roll. Yeah, like I would just roll on 5. Oh, that's why I thought I wasn't gonna lose. That's why I was like saving up to go 9.
Yeah, if you think you're not gonna lose, I think it's reasonable to sit on 9. But that's why we have to kind of just build our board evaluation scouting skills.
Yeah,
I would be. Oh yeah, so now you're concerned because now you're 2 lives. So
yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. And I think even here in like a tournament setting, like
you keep rolling for Wukong.
I don't know. We're making it to 9 at this point, you know.
I
mean, we make it to 9 first. Have to win every round until 6-1. So you got to be confident you can do that. But 9 people are going 9 now.
Exactly.
So, yeah, maybe just keep rolling and try to salvage what you can. Like our goal pretty much is to try to win more rounds than like Becca, Broseph, and Asa.
Like every position, every fight matters.
Yeah, every fight is very important here. So do whatever you can because like we're probably not reaching stage 6.
On this board right now, like so my set is on the wrong side.
Yep.
Is that it?
Like what else you can do positioning wise?
Yeah, like what? Like which board would you say would win this?
It's a good question. I think it's kind of close.
Yeah, like oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I think like they have better items. Like I think their Ari like might actually be stronger than a set because they actually have 3 items, and you both have like a combat augment, and they have Wukong 2 Targ 2, and we only have Targ 2, so they look a little stronger. And if I'm unsure, which I'm like a little bit unsure, but I feel like they might be stronger, then I will also roll.
I think I just like a key takeaway is like taking a bit more time to like really scout and study how strong. Because once again, it's like such a close fight, right?
Yeah, because I mean, like the important decision points throughout the game are often like, what augment should I pick? Like, should I take econ or should I take item / combat? And should I stack to 9? And you can't really make a good decision on those until you scout the lobby to know if you're currently weak or strong relative to them, right? Because you only stack to 9 when you think you're strong enough to make it there and like maybe win some fights, as well as like strong enough to win out. Like we also need to
Yeah.
know like if we stack to 9 here, can we even win out?
Yeah.
If we can't, then like you also roll to 8.
So, do you think if I had rolled much deeper earlier for the Wukong 2, Tarek 2, Swain 2, I could have
Yeah, I mean,
saved enough
we can like
house to top 4?
we can just watch these fights. Like you win 5, I mean 4, 5, and 4, 6. So like this fight, they're above 1. I think if we have our set on the left side, then we definitely have a good chance to win this.
Yes.
These are all above 1.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, this like looks like a little close, right? Like if your set didn't even get the ult here. If your set got the ult here, then this would be a lot closer.
Yeah.
And then after that, if you have one of these upgrades, then you probably win.
Mm-hmm.
And then this fight, I mean, Kyun's like very strong looking. I think still like Rise 1 and then All Bear 1.
I guess that 2 diff. Felt like I needed something in the front line.
Yeah, the way he positions is kind of weird because you can't protect the set. I feel like this you might lose anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure though. But like Kyun's suddenly in a spot where you're like, oh, he might win the game because
Mm-hmm.
he is making it to Rise, and then if he makes it to Rise 2, then he might just win or
Mm-hmm.
2. So you'd be afraid of like sacking 9 for that. And then I mean this fight I already watched, it's probably a combination of upgrades plus
Set on the wrong side again.
on the wrong side, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd be like probably win like 5-1, 5-3 here.
Mm-hmm.
If we did those things, and then like I mean we would we just fight? I mean we'd just be like probably outplacing Asa unless Asa is winning out.
Mm-hmm.
And also Broseph will have 1 less life, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it'd make if we won like 5-1 against Broseph.
Yes.
So it'd make top 4ing a lot more
possible. I see. Because like I had in my head that like I had rolled so much, I should just go 9. Whereas like it's not about like how much you roll, but like every fight matters. So if the upgrade makes a diff, you just want to win as many fights as possible. And then some games you are just stuck on 8.
Yeah, for sure.
But then does that mean if you're ever stuck on 8, does that mean you've mismanaged part of the game?
Not necessarily. If you like a lot of times if you miss on your 4-2 roll down and you're just not stable enough, then you just have to roll again on 8.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of stuck on 8, and like like usually to top 2 games you need to get a little bit lucky. If you miss on your 4-2 roll down, then you're like unlucky, and then you just kind of have to like try to get your 4 because you didn't high roll, right? And you just kind of stay on 8. Yeah. If we do have a good stage 4 and a good roll down, then we can try to play for a top 2, but
I see.
Yeah, I see. So yeah, I think like there's plenty of times where you'll see like pro players just like stuck on 8 trying to salvage their placement because they're just not in a spot to top 2 the game.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not like really thinking about how to place the highest I can. I'm just like
like evaluating your placement relative to the rest of the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Any other questions about this game?
Like if you had played this game, where do you think you would have placed?
I mean, just looking at what we've done, or like what we talk about, like we definitely have gotten top 4 from here.
Yes, that's why I felt like I really like did something wrong, but I couldn't identify it myself. But now I can see very clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't really know the state of the other boards, so I don't know how much further beyond top 4 can go. But maybe 3 or 2, not sure. I mean, having a TG set 2 and being able to go 9 off that probably like be pretty good for top 2 or 3. Like it just kind of depends on like what other people are playing, because she's not like the super S tier or anything. So, but yeah, I mean, our argument's really good though. If you make it to level 9, 6-1 with the max build, then you'll probably like 2-star your Kindred and your Senna and your set. So that's definitely good enough to like top 2 or even win the game sometimes.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on the other boards.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think like the turning point was like the item slams on 4-1/4-2.
Yeah, I think the main things this game was the item slams on 4-1/4-2, not taking the TG for your sets, and then not rolling more on 8 when you realize your spot relative to the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really helpful.
Cool.
Thank you.
Wanna look at some openers?
Yes.
Or just more games in general?
Like holistically at those 2 games, I think like maybe they're like, you know, not my best work because it's like tournament mode and I was like a lot more nervous than usual. So maybe like, you know, when you're playing on ladder, you're just like relaxed. So I probably made more mistakes than usual. But like holistically, so it seems like in both games I made incorrect item decisions. Would you say there was any other clear trends that came across on both the games? Stella Mini, thank you for the follow.
Mini. I think on the first game it was definitely like noticing your econ spot is important. And then like both games like you're trying to figure out what your spot is relative to the lobby, like scouting and stuff. I think scouting to know your relative strength for your like levels in the early game and like in the late game is important.
Yeah.
So you try to do that more.
Yeah.
And then the item stuff is definitely hard to do because you kind of need to like see ahead of like what's gonna be okay for you, as well as also consider like your current state, right? Like I think on 4-1, like you're mostly looking ahead towards trying to get like some Lunar Abyss, but we actually here need to like consider our current
full board
strength to get. And you know your strength is the sum of all the units, not just like the carry and the tank. So like if you have a dual carry like Set, then try to think about items for Set for sure.
Yeah, like I didn't feel good about having the naked Set at all. Like I definitely felt like I've done something wrong, but I couldn't I couldn't really tell what, because like I just thought I really needed the IE. But it made sense.
I think in this comp, like you definitely really like usually TG is like what you want to build for Set because you don't have enough items. So and any comp that you like dual carry of 5 cost, like TG is not like a good option. Right?
And like also because like you don't really expect to 2-star him anyway on stage 4. So it's, you know, like just slap a TG on him and, you know, like he'll do something. And then so like I think it's like actually this game is like lots of tiny things that kind of went wrong, but then overall it like really affected my placements.
Yeah, that's how TFT is. Usually a bunch of little things.
Whereas like the last game, like I did something really big, really wrong, and then the game was like really doomed. It's like being able to spot them, because like even after I did the item slams wrong, I could have still probably salvaged like a 4th just by rolling a bit more. And then getting the TG on carousel. So like they were all like small things, but like I didn't spot them in time this game. Yeah.
I think if you ever feel like your spot is bad, I guess you felt like it was like good. That's why you like stacked to 9. But if you ever do feel it is bad, then like do try to
keep rolling.
Find ways to spike your board on 8 if you can.
Yeah. Because like in this spot, I was like, I won a few. Well, actually, like losing 4-2, 4-3 didn't feel good. But like I was like, oh, I'm like pretty healthy. Like I have the board, I have good items. Like to 9 we go, then we dupe something, and then I just kept losing, and then I was like, oh my god, like I must have like messed up somewhere earlier on and not realized something. So
I think the early game for this game was like more definitely fine. Like I think stage 2, stage 3 didn't have too much to comment on. I think that went okay.
Yes.
The main decision in stage 1 was, I mean, stage 2 was probably just like Dark and Bow or not. But I think that turned out okay in this game because we were just one way. So.
Yeah. I think it also comes down to a bit like lobby strength as well. Like this lobby in like my games, like I would have been able to go 9, no problem here. So again, I'm not thinking about the lobby because I'm not scouting. So.
I think in this lobby you can probably expect like the coaches to like make a lot stronger boards.
Exactly.
If you play in like if you shuffle into like the lower seed lobbies, then you can be more greedy if you think they're making weaker boards. But it's best to not assume and just confirm yourself.
Just look, just count. Okay, that makes so much sense. I really appreciate the in-depth review of this game. Yeah, should we do the openers then? I know like they're much more like more snapshot and quicker. So
Yeah, we can do that.
perfect. Okay. They're like both games, they were like actually the two scrim games I did beforehand for the BBB. So again, I was probably not playing my best because I was like a bit nervous again, which you probably shouldn't be, right? Because it's like it's just a fun tournament and that kind of stuff. But I think it led me to picking augments that I usually don't pick. So it'd be really interesting to see like from my openers what line I should be thinking about.
Yeah. I think it's there's really like it's okay if you're like uncomfortable or not. I think early game in general, like you don't really need to watch the rest of the game, so it's just good to have a discussion. And there's usually like not that many decisions to talk about, right? There's just like some big important ones. Let's see, Transcendence, yeah, Ionia opener, cool.
Yeah, I think I already messed up here, like fielding the double Xin Zhao.
Yeah, he's definitely expensive to field. Like,
then I mean, couldn't play the Jin, and I think I made a mistake there already.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're fast enough to sell the Viego and buy the Jin, then like this would be fine.
Okay.
But yeah, like I think you want to end up in this spot with just with a Jin over the Viego anyway, so it might just be a.
Yeah, I had like some Shadow Isle disease. I'm not gonna lie. So.
I mean, you can't even buy Viego 2 years.
I know. So like, it's like actually, I just like took 2 hours in a row, basically.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. I mean, you can just field something else and be ready to sell this in because unlikely to hit 2 golds a lot. So,
right. Yeah.
I mean, I think here you're definitely thinking about bilge, I think.
Yes.
Like your one Alawi off, having good board, right?
Yeah, so I'm confused again. Like I sell a Xin Zhao by the TF here. Like that's the correct play.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah.
So like in theory, I'd have Jin over this Viego anyway.
There you go.
And then I'd sell the Xin Zhao by the TF, and then I have like a Shen 2 Ionia opener, or I'd have Bilgewater TF pair.
Yep.
Okay.
And you probably hope to hit the Alawi, but if you don't, then you have the option to play Ionia, and like your odds of hitting Xin 2 is low anyway, so like it's fine to sell.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We do sell them, right?
Oh.
Okay, never mind. Oh, also, I guess it's like arguable whether or not you should unlock the graves here because you don't have Alawi yet. If you think you're making one of these items anyway, like
I would have made some fire too.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Because I think if you hit Alawi here, then it's like really good for you. Okay. What do you think about these augments?
Yeah, so like I'm already not feeling good because they're like 3 that I'm like I don't really like any of these 3. I mean, like the thing is, I didn't sell the Jin, so I'm like already thinking like, oh my god, like I have half Ionia, half Bilge, but like full nothing. So like, who is even like my backline? So I'm gonna roll glove, and then like I don't know if I'm playing ADAP, so then I like roll fire. And
like
then
fire works in both AD and AP. But
yeah, like, that's so I think that was a mistake actually.
Yeah, I think roll glove is definitely like fine. You're not gonna be able to crit stuff.
Yeah.
Probably don't want to take the late start because you have the TF and you have the Shen 2. So
yes. Yeah. Okay. Actually, another thing was like with Fire Axiom is like, I'm like worried about taking the combat without a strong board. So that's fair. Yeah, but I think
like how I think about it is, I mean, relative. Do you think Fire Axiom is like a good combat?
It is like good for early game tempo for sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's like pretty good for early game, and also like makes it so you don't have to build anti heal. So I think it's like I'd be happy to take this if my spot's okay for it.
I see.
The late start is an econ, but it can arguably make your spot worse if you're losing your TF.
Yeah,
in
well,
your gen.
yeah, well,
So like,
yeah. So that's like how
like
this game was already cooked from not buying the gin.
yeah. I mean, if you took the gin, you'd still not take the late start, right? Because you want to
No.
kind of keep your board.
Yeah.
So I think fire is like the default here.
I see. So I'm rolling 1, rolling 3.
Yeah, and then I mean, patience is good. Patience is a good econ augment.
That's like something I need to get better at, is like the lose streak augments.
Yeah, I mean, patience is not necessarily a lost streak augment.
Yeah.
It means you can't act like you don't want to use some of your shops, but you can honestly use the rerolls at any time. So if you have a good reason to reroll, which here your good reason to reroll is you want to find a Lowy, or you want to upgrade your Jin or your Sinjao maybe, then like it's perfectly fine to take patience, wait a round or two to get the free rerolls, and then use them.
And then unlock Bard, or just literally to roll for even like a Jin 2 if I miss on the Alawi.
Yeah, I think you pretty much be rolling for either like the Jin or the Alawi. And then if you hit the Jin, then you can probably fit Bard on your board if you have to roll that deep. Like we don't necessarily have to roll 4 times, right? You just roll like once or twice. And you can probably fit Bard on the Ionia board, probably not the Bilge board. But yeah, I think like as long as you're making use of the rolls, like usually like the early, like when you take Trade Sector, right? If you can use it earlier, it's usually better. And,
I see.
Like in terms of how much gold this gives, right? Like placebo gives 8 gold, which over the game will probably make you like be actually like 15 gold or 16 gold for like econ breakpoints. So as long as you like reasonably use patience to get like 8 or more rerolls, then like you're using it fine.
I see. Yeah, because I've had some games like, and then I forget I have it, and then like I'll buy like just a 1 unit, and then I start panicking, like that kind of stuff. So that also put me off. But I think it makes sense, like just like the relative value of the augment. Like you don't have to like go crazy and just lost streak 10 and then like have your like 20 rolls.
Exactly.
Like, you can just use it for your spot. I see. So basically, it's never delayed start here.
Yeah, I think patience is better than the late start.
Okay, so I should always flip delayed start in this spot.
Yeah, in this spot, yeah. I think if your units were like worse and you didn't have any like unlock conditions going for you, then the late start could be more reasonable. Yeah,
like I didn't feel right taking it because I had a Shen too, like I could make a decent board in a couple of turns.
Yeah.
And like I had the TF. I just felt like
yeah,
I felt scared to take patience, and then I didn't want to take team building, so then I think I should have just flipped the door to see.
Yeah, I think that TF is definitely probably the biggest consideration for not wanting to take the late start.
Yeah. Then in theory, would you say you on 1-2 had made the Sunfire tier on your TF, and then that means you can't take Fire Axiom. What would you take? What would you take then? Probably still patience.
I guess you'd have to like consider flipping for the late start. I probably just have to flip all 3, and then I take patience, and then I wait for the free rerolls and roll for Alawi.
Yeah, because you've already committed to the Graves, so and then you just be on your way with a decent Bilgewater game.
Yeah, or you can still hit like Ionia, I guess, but we're pretty far from Ionia now, so yeah, there's no to do for Bilgewater.
I see. The chat is saying that you're like holding in the flame, and like actually.
Oh no, I'm not.
like is the gameplay like scarring you?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it's like if you don't know, you don't know.
Okay. Like I mean, like it's just like I feel like in my experience, when the lines are clear to me, like everything goes very smoothly and like I know what I'm doing and I can execute well. But then like as soon as the openers are unclear to me, I like forget everything and then I start making strange decisions.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really common. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, that happens to me too. So that's why I'm asking you like why you're thinking like this. Because
Philip is saying that you yell at him. Is that true?
I'm sorry, Philip.
Okay. Because like if you like do think something is like really, really dumb, you can like say like that actually makes zero sense at all.
Oh
Like,
no, I mean, I think it's like, I mean, I'm asking you for your thought process, and it makes sense why you're doing the things you're doing.
okay, they're just like the wrong thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like uninformed, you know.
Yes.
Like, I don't
Okay.
think you knew before like that you could use patience that way.
No, no. I thought you had to like sack 10 and then do.
Yeah. So that makes sense why you went to take patience. Like, it's completely reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um,
Yes.
Yeah.
And then maybe I know we're like just doing openers. But like,
I mean,
okay,
we can
like
talk a little more if you want.
just a tiny bit more. I don't want to like
Sure.
steal too much of your time. Like with this
Oh, no.
delayed start, I like once again it was like I don't think I streaked very well.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do
So-
when you get like 4 units that don't synergize?
Yeah, I mean, this is honestly like what happens with late start. a
Yes.
lot. So you expect to not really streak.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think like before this set, like you took the late start, you just be like, oh, I have like more money than everyone else, right? You're up like 10 gold or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
you're
it's
just gonna plan
okay.
to play for some board that's strong later, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna have to play for some board that's strong later that doesn't require unlocks, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you usually have to think about like, I mean, it's probably not a real comp you can really default into. Like, you could like hard force echo, but it's probably not good. So you probably just try to like tempo your way into some level 8 board with the Jarvan. You maybe think about Demacia.
Yes.
Or like you just kind of find what's open from there. If you get like void in by 2-5 and your void is good, I don't know where your void is, but good think about. That I think like, yeah, it's kind of just thinking about what's your best like lose level 8 line. I think right now that might be like Slayers, to be honest. But,
I see. So like in your head, if you had this opener and like truly the only thing you could have picked was delayed start and you got these 4 units, you'd process of elimination, like, is my void okay? Could I play Demacia or could I play Slayers? It's like you'd be thinking one of those 3. And like going into carousel, you'd already pick an item based on that.
Yeah, probably. There's gonna be some combination of like you still have to play for your current board, right? So you have like a Kog'Maw, so maybe that leans you more into AP. Maybe that leans you more into Demacia.
Yeah. So like I was thinking like, okay, like low key, I get a Vayne, unlock Poppy, like I'll just play Demacia. It's like a line I'm confident in. I've got the tier. Like that was my game plan.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
And then I realized like the critical error on like playing delayed start is like no soners ever.
Yeah, that's the tough part about playing Demacia. So like, yeah, that's why it's hard to play any comps that have any unlock conditions.
Yes, bad things happen. Maybe if we skip to like 3-5 or something like around there. Yeah, like I'm trying to play for, and like the good thing is like I'm really like rich, like, which is unusual for me. Yeah, like the game takes a very scary turn where we end up playing Warwick. Like I'm curious if like you just like had a screenshot of the board at that point, what you would have done.
How do we play Warwick with these items?
You wait. Okay, then maybe it's my item drop on walls. But very bad things happen.
Oh, item grab bag. Okay.
Oh, okay. This was a miscommunication between me and Boxbox. I was like, "Is item grab bag okay?" And then he was like, "Yeah, like it's okay." And then he thought I meant the gold one. You know, like
yeah.
Like now I'm an Edge of Night, and now I'm just like.
I think in general, item grab bag is like, it's usually like you're really desperate for items, so you can take it, but there's also the chance that it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. So now in this spot, like I'm holding the Demacias that I found, which is actually 3 units this whole game, and I'm like getting a bit worried. Like we natural divide 2. I still don't have a Vayne, so like my Kog'Maw is like no trait Kog'Maw, like Edge of Night Void, like bad things are happening, and I'm just like starting to panic, I would say.
I mean, our HP isn't terrible. I mean, it's not great, but yeah, I feel like, I mean, Edge Knight makes it awkward but I feel like you can still unlock Galio without Sona 2 if you just upgrade like Garrett.
Everything else. So like from this snapshot, like Demacia is still doable.
I mean, you might miss.
Okay.
It's like, you're not like super rich, so maybe there's like a Singe line in there somewhere. But
right.
I'm honestly not that familiar with the Singe lines. But,
like, Bosso, just like turn the stream off. I'm serious. Do not watch this game. Do not. No. Like, I do not want him to watch this. Okay.
Oh, this is a really hard spot to get out of. I think the late start, like literally, like I took the late start once this set, and then I got into a really weird spot, like similar like this, and I was like, I really don't want to click the late start if I don't have to. I think it might be better next patch if there's like better default level 8 comps next patch, which I think there might be. So.
Yeah, because now I'm like trying to build my strongest board, but it's like nothing synergizes, and like I'm not building towards a real level 8 board. I'm just like I have like 6 random units.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you just gotta have to play around what you natural and then like roll around that 8. Like honestly, you're naturally more into like a Singe kind of board.
Yeah.
Not that I know how to play around Singe Seraphine that well, but
yeah. Yeah, so like on walls, I just get dropped like lots of swords. Like, and then that kind of makes me feel like, oh my god, I don't think I can play Demacia. And then it's Warwick, and I didn't buy this the dude, and I didn't buy the Mundo 2. And
this is awkward.
Yeah, like sword, glove, bow. Like the thing is, if I had like hit a vein or a vein 2, you know, like to pair with my Kog'Maw, I feel like I would have still just forced Demacia and like I'd just go the vein version. But like this with like a Kog'Maw, no Sona, no nothing, I like did not know how to play Demacia.
You gotta hope for an item augment that helps fix your items. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw me skip the double Singe shop as well, right? So that was
I mean,
really not good.
I'm not sure that's enough to make us out and get us out anyway.
Okay. Like you would say this even if we're healthy.
I think this is so strange. I'm not sure exactly what you should do right here.
Okay, thank God. Like,
oh
my God, I am like.
Wouldn't blame yourself for not knowing what to do here.
Okay, it was like
we
very traumatized 7th.
Yeah, it's okay. Good thing I was in a scrim.
Yes. Well, like at least now I know there is a version of Warwick.
I think next patch Warwick's gonna be pretty good, so you can actually play around Warwick next patch.
Okay. I will not be playing him in the tournament after this.
I mean, your tournament is on the next patch, right?
So yes.
Maybe you can.
I'm a bit scarred. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely not Bosso, that's for sure.
You can read the Bosso guide. It's okay.
I do. I read all of them.
So... You like Rumble more than Nico? It's not really a big deal.
No, like actually, usually I buy the Nico that I'm not even sure why. I think like someone was talking to me. I missed it.
Okay. I mean, this is like okay Void, but kind of neutral. You have to play around it. Probably not playing with it. Yeah, more of the Monte opener. That's kind of what we have going for us. I could like hold a blitz. Think about playing Echo here. Like
Titan Sword.
Yeah. Because otherwise our items for the Demacia are like not great.
Currently. Right? Nothing to slam.
Yeah. Definitely.
I see.
Okay. What do you think about these augments?
So for me, it's never Warpath. I think like I've had more games that I didn't cash out than cashed out. So I'm just like not great at keeping a streak. So for me, it is not great. And then it's never spoils because I have no upgrades. I have nothing on my board. So 1-2 is an insta roll.
What was the portal again? Just a second. But yeah, I agree. I think Warpath and Swirls are very similar, where you kind of need a strong board to like justify taking it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Gwen. Okay, so
Oh, the
this is
snip.
a extra item galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to consider. Yeah, so I agree that 2-trick is probably your default option here because you don't have a board. It kind of gives you a board. Hard Steel is also not as good because you don't have a board, and it's an item galaxy, and art farming is just not very good.
Yeah.
So
would you ever
yeah,
flip the door, or you're going 2-trick?
No. I think 2-trick is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Because then you can augment for a weak board, and then like hopefully you get something good out of it. And we can see what we get. Oh god. Okay. Ash.
like
Mm.
what am I doing here? Is it like a low roll, or is it like it's fine? I just need to
I think it's okay. So, like, you have like an okay board if you get frontline, which I mean you can get York from the dinghy. And
Mhm.
actually the important thing about knowing the galaxy is we can slam whatever Viego item we want here and then just break them later. We
Mhm.
don't stay in Shadow Isles or fix our items later for like Kalista and Seraphine.
Mhm.
Um yeah. The other option is probably like Fourth Echo, I guess, but I
I
don't think we like need to.
see.
Or maybe we can play this in the Echo later. I don't know, like hold the Echo and just see if we natural them more. But
Ah,
I think it's
because I'm
definitely
pretty
reasonable.
rich.
Yeah, you're definitely pretty rich. You can just like make 10 here. Like I mean, you can probably level for Rumble, make 10, hold the Echo, and then see what happens from there. See if anyone else is playing Echo. Otherwise, you can just like play normally into like Shadow Isles and hope to get fourth because your board's like not terrible. You get drop in two, something in a good spot, and you can slam any items you want if you go like right now and just break them later. And I think Shadow Isles is definitely better with more items because you have so many carries.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like immediately, this is not like doesn't look amazing, but I think it's definitely playable.
Playable. Okay, so like my two best lines are like some sort of Shadow Isle or Echo. And then I just
or
sell
you can see
everything
if you
else.
natural. Like you can also if like someone else is playing Echo or you just don't feel very good about playing Echo from the spot, which like I don't think it's like for either. You can also just hold the Demacia pairs and see if you can go into that, I guess. Yeah, because I think the item flexibility is huge here because of the Galaxy. So
because you can just do anything. I see. Okay.
yeah, that's pretty much all you have right now, right? Like you just have Shadow Isle, like almost Demacia, and one Echo, and don't really everything else doesn't really fit.
I see. So actually, so like probably like last opener, I chose the wrong augment, and then that like kind of like doomed my game because I couldn't put the train on the tracks. But then this game, I selected the right augment in the space, but then like maybe I didn't necessarily execute well because I ended up going Shadow Isles, which is like not, it's like not an issue anyway, right? But I think I just like misplayed it. Hi, Box 2. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow Isles, like, if you lose the tempo, then.
Well, like, I didn't hear a Yorick 2 till 4-1, so you can imagine what kind of game this was.
Yeah, it's kind of rough, for sure.
Yeah. Like, I don't think I unlocked the thresh till like 5-1. Oh, God.
Actually, I think I watched about this game. I remember seeing, like, you didn't know that the scissors don't work during combat.
Oh my God, you watched that? Like, yeah, that was like -1 life for free.
Yeah.
Oh, I was very stressed. It was okay. It's like, at least it was a scrim, another one like that, right? Yeah. Okay, well, that actually makes me feel better. Like, I chose the right augment in the situation. It was probably more of like an execution. I see.
Yeah, I think the rest of the augments are like pretty bad, so not too much to talk about there.
That's fine.
Here, next one. 135.
I wanted to do this one because actually it wasn't this game, but it was I was eavesdropping Robin's stream when he was doing his research for the students for the BBB, and then he watched my first Echo game, which was the first game of today, where I went 6th, and I went prismatic jewel what's it called, prismatic item. Oh,
Prismatic item.
wait, what's the one called where you get like the radiant? Oh, I went radiant anvil.
Radiant relics, yeah.
Radiant relics, because I had like, you know, really good synergy with your echo, and it makes him really strong. And then he was like, oh, like I don't think she should have taken that because she didn't really have a board, and like it was like between that and prismatic ticket, and it's like given this spot, like no board, no other items to slam, is definitely ticket here. So then I wanted you to review this echo game to see like what went wrong on this one as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think what Ramen said about your game totally makes sense. Like,
Yes.
Radiant Relics is good for Echo, but if you can't make use of it early, then you'd rather just take something else.
Yeah, I also like missed, and then it was radiant blue. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's also
great.
yeah. If you take Radiant Relics, sometimes you have to be ready to pick something else.
Mhm.
Maybe not play. Commit to that comp if there's really nothing you can take. Okay. Well, just assume this is an Echo game.
Yeah, I was like deep into my Echo Disease at this point. So like I was like Nico Pair, one Vi, a Rage Blade. That was before I read the Riveting Guides. I was like, wow, you know, this is an Echo game.
Okay, what did the Riveting Guide say?
Riveting said like don't make a Rage Blade if you like, it's like lowest priority third item,
Yeah.
and like Titan,
Okay, yeah.
second Titans or GS better.
Yeah, the first bow definitely wants to be a Titans.
Yeah, cool. So
yeah, we just sell the Blitz, but I think it's okay for Nico Pair. Listen to him later. Sure.
Yeah, I was like choosing between Slayers and Thingy.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think Kiana Pair is definitely something you want to hold. Play around that.
Yeah, probably should have sold the Briar. Here it's like, for me, never Warlord's Honor, and like,
I agree.
And then sometimes I do like going worth the wait for some direction. Like actually, they're both like augments that like I quite like. Like Cutted Minds is usually like an insta click. If I'm going like, say I was going Slayers, like I love Cluttered Mind kind of things. But like I was like, I kind of want to play some Echo here, so I think I rolled both first.
Okay, just assuming that you don't play Echo though, what do you think you should prio here?
Oh, like with this board state?
Yeah.
I would definitely go Cluttered Minds here.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Let's say some pairs, but then what would you plan to play with Colored Mind?
I'd go into Slayers, and then I'd probably like go QSS, maybe even Rage Blade if I hit an upgrade.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I mean, if you're interested in playing Echo, okay, I mean that works.
Like, what is your opinion on this augment?
I think it's like, I mean, at a baseline, it's like fine to play the Echo. It's like definitely a lot better if you have any blitzes or buys, so you can actually think about upgrading them, because it gives you a lot of tempo if you can like it's pretty strong in stage 2. That's like when it's the strongest, right? So like, because like we didn't hold the blitz from the last round, so like it's weaker here. Like I think in this situation, like it's probably between Cluttered Mind and taking that with like no copies of like Echo or Blitz, like I might still take Cluttered Mind because you have the Kiana to play around.
Yeah.
And like even here, like you take it, but you hit Kiana too, but now you can't play around Kiana too because we're committed to Echo. So like, which scenario do you think you'd rather be in? Like,
the Cluttered Minds, Kiana 2, and then like play into Slayers, have a stable. Yeah. I think also like I level here, and I think that's really bad.
Yeah, I don't think you win more or less with the level, right? And also you actually really want to hit the blitz too, so like staying level 3 is like fine. And also your gold is lower because you have a dupe. So you're gonna make econ breakpoints a lot slower. So yeah, we kind of we're very much forced to not level here because of that.
Yeah. So like retrospectively, I think like if I was replaying this game, even if I like had the Echo disease and I take this augment without any pairs,
Sure.
I would not slam Rage Blade and greed
Nope. Yeah.
for Titans. And then you can even slam the Dual Gauntlet, like it's not even that bad. And then stay level 3 and just try and econ until 3-2 rather than like, because I'm like, oh, I took the Tempo Augment, like I must level and win rounds. Like that's what I was thinking, and that's why I slam items as well. But obviously looking back, I think I'm already kind of really denting my econ by making a couple of wrong decisions.
Yeah. Like you took the tempo augment, but you don't have the tempo. Like even if you wanted to, you probably can't win. So I
Yeah.
mean, it'll probably make the difference in some fights, but like in the long run, it'll probably hurt you more than it helps you in
Mm-hmm.
your econ situation.
Mm-hmm.
So
I guess like in the scenario where I had one echo and then I see this augment and then
then it'd be really good.
I
'Cause you
take it,
could,
I dupe, I slam an item, level up, then it would actually be a tempo spot.
yeah, for sure. Because then you can see yourself winning rounds a lot with the JG slam and the Doom. So,
Ah, I see.
and that's why usually like, I mean, ideally you want your augment selection to match up with the tempo of your board, right? So like
Mm-hmm.
econ for bad tempo, tempo for like strong board.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this one might be strong enough to take anyway because it leads into like an S tier line,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you a line if you have nothing, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
econ in a way, but yeah, you definitely don't have to play tempo just because it's stronger early. It just gives you a copy of the units, which is what you want here. Because like assuming you didn't have the Kiana pair and you're like kind of homeless, then like
Mm-hmm.
it'd be fine to take. Right?
It would be like a good spot because it gives you
Yeah.
direction. So you would have
Yeah.
taken Cluttered Minds into Slayers, or would you just take Cluttered Minds into figure out what the board might be?
I mean, you can always figure it out
Mm-hmm.
depending on what you get from the color of mind. I think the chances are is that you play around Kiana and Briar, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Slayer is probably the most likely option, and I think it's one of the better level 8 lines, right? Like with these
Mm-hmm.
components, like you probably want to play AD in that opener, and we're not in a spot to play Yunara, so yeah, Slayers makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. I think that's helpful. So it's like I can see like how I'm already choosing Echo in a suboptimal spot, basically.
Yeah, like you want to see if there's a better thing to play, right?
Yeah.
Echo's not necessarily bad, which is why people have disease because she's like never that bad, right? But
Yeah,
you see something better. Yeah.
I see.
You can probably still take Sicko's Revenge and top 4 this game because it's just good. Not a good line, but
Yeah, I think I definitely misplayed. Very bad game. Okay, I think that might be everything.
okay. Do you have any like general questions or anything else?
I don't know if this
Sure.
is like really sneaky to ask you, but like, do you have any read on the upcoming patch that you might be able to share with me? I've
Sure.
been tasked by VoxBox to ask as many people as I can because, as I mentioned, our team is in last place right now, so we need any info edge that we can possibly get. So, do you have any like maybe hidden tech or reads that you think other people might not know?
I want hidden, but also as you're streaming, people can see. But I have been playing
Oh,
like
mm-hmm.
like pro scrims on PBE for the past 2 days. I'm
Oh
watching like I've
yes,
only been on PBE the past 2 days, so I think like next patch, maybe I think Warwick will get a lot better because he's a lot easier to get, so you can play around him. And also
right.
because like Echo's getting nerfed,
Yes,
so he might still be playable, but like if you have like the BT Titans like early with the Zon, then like
you
Warwick
just tempo
more
into
reasonable.
Warwick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll be a good option. And then I think Asol is looking kind of strong.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a new line to play. I don't know exactly the best way to play around him because like it's a little hard to unlock him, and some people might like play it kind of similar to Diana, where you like
The
open and
double
then you roll on level
dupes,
7 to like
right?
hit Leona and then hit Diana, and then you hope you hit your Tark.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of like a flip on 7 because you don't know if you always hit the Tark on 7.
Uh-huh.
So if you can find a way to like naturally get to level 8 and get the Tark reasonably, then you can get Ace. I think that'd be good because I think he's really
Mm.
strong once you unlock him. Like,
Mm.
or you kind of need the stacks to be strong, but I think now he just kind of drops a nuke anyway.
Mm. So you're
And
stable on 1 star basically.
Sometimes. I
Okay.
think you can't like. I think what some people will do is like just greed all the Targons on level 8
Right.
to like get it stacking as much as possible. But because they're changing it so that he stacks based on damage dealt, like if your board sucks and you don't deal any damage because you're losing rounds, then it's not worth playing a bunch of Targons to make your board suck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think there might be better Acel boards to build if you need to like win rounds in stage 4 and build stacks. Like people might play like the old kind of like the Diana board.
Swain via
Like
Nico thingy. Mm-hmm.
yeah, something like that. Because like I mean the reason this board's good because it offers like good support traits to units that don't have traits. So maybe that'll be a better
Yes.
board. I don't know. Maybe lots of skills will find it, but yeah, I think Acel will definitely be a good like more playable line to play from.
I
And
see. Because it's like a
like
level 8 AP line.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and I think build like pretty much you can't play like I think you can play it if you have a spat. Like, I think the spat augments aren't really nerfed that much, right? I mean some of them are
Right.
nerfed, but
Mm-hmm.
if you get the spat, you can probably still play bilge because if you play normal bilge now, I think you won't unlock TK until really late.
Because of
And
the serpent nerf.
yeah. So you probably like need spat to play it, and if you had the bilge opener, I don't think the bilge opener is necessarily bad. They'll probably play more often into Slayers now because it's harder to play vertical bilge.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it still gets you upgrades and stuff and gives you some tempo. And yeah, that's my prediction.
Yeah.
I mean, Fizz is definitely like not very good now. And Fizz no longer one shots your
Super
backline. He'll
nerf.
just like put them in the half out. So you can't really play around Fizz that much playing build. And
Right.
I think like the lines that already existed, like I think Belbeth is still good.
Mm-hmm.
Yunara is still fine to play from like Yunara's bots. Demacia is probably still fine to play. I've been watching like scrims like Sonar Reroll does okay sometimes. And then I think Ixtal, I mean, I think people just try it more because they want to try Ixtal, but Ixtal Reroll might be a thing. Not sure.
Ashton
They
has
did buff the reroll
X-style
class.
reroll disease, so he does make
Yeah,
me
I
play
mean,
it sometimes. But it's easier.
the quest buffs are pretty big for the
Ah,
rerolls. If you get the reroll quest, then I think it's like good. But if you don't get it, then it might not be that good. So
not gonna be very healthy.
if you're in a spot to play Ixtal, then you can think about it. Or like
Right.
board rolling on 2-3.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Acel becomes popular, I could see it being like a bard roll, and then you flex between like Ixtal, like Leona's for Acel, or like you hit the Zon units and you play into Warwick or something, because Warwick like has a pretty strong spike on 7, right? Like you play like come back story into Warwick or something.
Like depending on your item drops.
Yeah, and just what you see if you had to like hard roll or like if you get the Zon opener, then yeah, definitely think about Warwick.
I see.
Yeah, been seeing some like maybe they'll read Lysandra lines. I didn't really change Lysandra. Like the value of Lysandra is relative to the rest of the comps, and if like Demacia is still better, I probably want to play Demacia. But, yeah, I think my main takeaways from playing for 2 days on PB, which is like not the greatest sample, is like probably Warwick, Acel, and maybe Ixtal are like the newer things. And then the rest are like stuff that you already know, minus build water. So.
And then Kaiser, like Void Flex.
Yeah, I think you definitely still play Kaiser. She's still good, and like the tempo curve is smoother because you can just level to 7 and get her. So.
And then you would just play the similar 4 Bruiser for Void, kind of get to 6.
Yeah, I think so.
Got it.
I think like if your tempo is bad, like buff might be the stronger option on 8, but it really depends where your items go, right?
I see.
Yeah, that's all I know.
That's so helpful. So you're preparing for the next tourney? Is that why you're also
TPC tourney?
Is that when is that this weekend?
It's next weekend.
So how comes you guys are already scrimming on PB?
I mean, I think we just want to like. I mean, some people aren't scrimming on PB. Like, I think Boss is still just playing on live. But I mean, I'd rather just play on the new patch than play on the live patch because you get more familiar with it earlier. Right?
That makes sense. I see.
Yeah, And I mean, I like scrimming more than ladder. So
I see. So then, like, because you know, Wasian won the first TPC. Does that mean he doesn't have to play in the next one, or how does that?
oh, he'll still play in it. I think it's just like for qualification stuff, he doesn't really have to worry about qualifying to Worlds anymore. But he'll still definitely play.
Oh, I see. I see. Well,
Yeah.
good luck on the next tournament. Thank you so much for
Thank
today.
you.
I think
Yeah, good
like
luck to you too.
I'm gonna actually watch back the VOD myself to like relearn the learnings. But I think it was really super helpful advice. Like everything that I asked, I feel like the answer was very, very specific to what was happening in my situation on my boards at the time, rather than, you know, like more generic answer about TFT in general. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I think like it's nice to have like rules for certain things, but it's better if you can kind of just build like the logical decision making to like address, you know, weird spots. Because yeah, the ones you showed me were definitely like hard spots to play in, right? So
Okay.
try to like build the decision making to try to figure out the best option at the time.
Yes, because in TFT, like, there's never going to be two identical spots. So if you have like the correct decision tree logic, then you can just make the right decision in the spot, even if it's a brand new one. I see. I guess maybe like any final last like tips or like suggestions you have for me before we can just call it a day. Thank you so much again. I do really want to become a better player. Like my goal is to start qualifying for trials and then actually hopefully one day make cup and so on. So like I do want to be a more competitive player. And I think before it was more like content driven, and then I hit Challenger for the first time last set. So I realized like maybe I can actually take the game more seriously. So just in light of that, any suggestions?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's great that you want to do more competitive stuff. I think try to, you know, every game is like, I know you hit Challenger and stuff, you kind of know how to like get LP. I think when you play games now, just, you know, try to find ways to improve.
Yes.
And if you reach decision spots where you think you weren't sure what to do,
Yes.
and or the games went poorly, then like definitely go back and try to go through a similar process to what we were doing. And,
Yes.
Like, now that you can go back and you have like as much time as you want in like watching a VOD, you can evaluate just the state of the lobby to what you know to your best knowledge, your state of your items and econ and stuff like that, and truly try to think of like, you know, what is the better decision making, and try to just keep building that skill. And be intentional, you know, when you play these things, and see like, am I trying to do the best thing that I can every time, or am I like, you know, you don't want to be like autopiloting and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, the answer is just not always clear, right? Especially if the meta is like more balanced, then like you really have to find what's the best line for you, not just like play like the only two playable lines or whatever. Yeah, I think I like looking at openers a lot and augment selection. So there's always like stuff you can learn from that until you're like truly satisfied with it.
Absolutely.
So always like you can go back to that. I think you can talk about like there's exercise you can do in like the theoretical, like something that I do with people I coach. It's like I just ask them to like tier list all the 1 costs and the 2 costs. And that's very much like practicing playing stage 1 about playing it. Like if you put just in theory, like if you put Viego up here and you put Caitlyn down here, then that just tells you that like if you have both of these units in stage 1, you're selling Caitlyn to buy Viego, right? So doing stuff like that to think about ahead of time. And like I think I asked you at the beginning of the session if you have a game plan for your things. So
yes,
you know, a lot of TFT is doing your as much thinking as you can before you get into the game.
Yes.
Because you only have so much time to pick augments and pick your line. So you can like, you know, a lot of it is like studying and logically thinking through like, okay, from what kinds of openers can I play what lines, and knowing all the lines available to you. So
because if you do, oh sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say just, you know, do your due diligence and study lines if you can.
Because like if you do the thinking in advance and you've already like got a very clear tier list, or you have a very strong idea of the type of openers you want, then like you can spend a lot more time actually in the game thinking about positionings and items and that kind of stuff. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think like Robin puts it very well, where I think he usually has like a clear flow chart of his plan. in games, like to finding what comp that he should play. And because he has that already, then yeah, it's easier for him to focus on the other stuff and just like evaluating his spot in the moment.
I see. I will definitely start doing more of that. Thank you so much, Ripple. What are you doing the rest of today?
I don't know. Maybe I'll
some TFT.
Yeah, more TFT. Yeah. If you have any other
Great.
questions or want to do this again, just let me know. Feel free to like send screenshots or anything you're ever curious.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. It's been so lovely being coached by you today. And obviously shout out to Miss Fortune for putting the session together and paying for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, good luck in the tournament and hope your studying goes well.
Thank you. Have a lovely rest of the day. Bye.